Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron here today, New Life Pentecostal Church, Albany, Georgia. Read an article that reads, Christians, most persecuted religious group in the world, study says. It says around 90,000 Christians were killed for their faith in 2016 alone, the director of a leading religious study group says. Massimio Introvigne, director of the Center for Studies of New Religions, Cessner, told Vatican Radio that around 500 million Christians in the world are unable to express their faith completely freely, while around 90,000, or 1 every 6 minutes, died for their faith in the past year alone. So that's something we need to be praying for the persecuted church. People talk about, well, how come we don't suffer persecution today? Tell some of those 90,000 they're not. Tell some of those that, are getting beheaded in the Middle East or being used as rape people, in harems over in the Middle East, that there's not persecution today, or seeing your child beheaded because you won't deny Jesus Christ or they won't deny Jesus Christ. Friend, there's a lot of persecution today. I know we suffer persecution with our families, on our jobs, many other ways, but around the world they're suffering persecution in tremendous ways, terrible ways. It says, referring to statistics, 70% of Christians murdered in 2016 died in tribal conflicts in Africa. These deaths were included because the Christians involved refused to take up arms for reasons of conscience. Another 27,000, or 30%, were killed in terror attacks, the destruction of Christian villages, or government persecution. So this is happening all over the place. In 2015, the year before, there was 105,000 people killed because of their religion. Christianity by far remains the biggest persecuted group in the world. You don't hear about it. You hear everybody else is persecuted, and everybody else is this. Christians are the most persecuted group in all the world. The Christian population in Syria has been reduced from 1.5 million to 500,000 in just 2 years. And the majority of those who remain, he added, live in areas controlled by the secular government of Bashar al-Assad as they flee Islamist rebels. And the city of Aleppo finally fell to government forces early this month, but much of the city, including its 3 cathedrals, is in ruins. So this is the country where the Apostle Paul was converted, and so many things. Syria has such a rich Christian history. It's not just Syria, it's all over the world. So pray for the persecuted church. Pray that everyone will have freedom of religion, freedom of conscience. I'm always highly questioning somebody if they're trying to make a law against thinking or believing a certain way. I'm like, if you had the truth, why are you so scared? That's one reason I'm not an evolutionist, because they're always trying to pass laws or trying to make it you're an idiot if you're not an evolutionist, and firing you from universities and not allowing you in certain programs. It's like, well, if you really had the truth, you would believe in a free flow of ideas, because the truth doesn't have anything to fear except the lies that come against it and try to persecute it. So anyhow, God bless you today. Pray for the persecuted church. We're still the most persecuted group on planet Earth. God bless you in Jesus' name.